All right. Well,
Hello.
here we are. Podcasting.
Podcasting. Do we look at the camera?
We can look at the camera from time to time.
I can do like a gym face when I say something and look at the camera. Could you zoom it in post?
I'm not gonna zoom it in post. I don't have that kind of time. But look, we can have one of the fans, do it for us.
Oh,
If someone would be kind enough.
free labor.
Free labor. Slavery was abolished, but it seems that it's coming back. It's back into fashion.
Hamilton would be disappointed. Am I right?
It would. It
Yes.
would. Speaking of Hamilton, Amir,
Yes. 7 world champions.
what's that?
Lewis Hamilton on 7 world champions.
Is that the Hamilton you're talking about?
Not originally.
There's a lot of Hamilton.
There's
I'm
a
getting a
lot.
little bit confused.
There's a lot.
Let's go with the first Hamilton you were in.
Oh, yep.
The play.
Born in
So-
1752.
What's all the hype about?
The hype is about changing the way theatre is normally delivered.
How is theatre normally delivered?
Theatre is normally delivered in a, I don't want to use the word old-fashioned, but it hasn't changed in hundreds of years. The same theatre that many still watch today was written and choreographed hundreds of years ago.
But wouldn't you say that that's some of the actual enjoyment of theatre?
Yeah, well, a lot of people who do go to theatre enjoy it because it's a masterpiece, something that hasn't changed in
Right, that's what I would imagine.
in hundreds of years,
Yeah.
yet still can be enjoyed and understood in today's
Understood.
terms.
Because if they wanted to watch something, modern, they would just go to the movies and
Right.
see something new with nice CGI and whatnot.
Right, right.
But yeah, the part of the theater is like you're going back in time. You're time traveling and you're watching these people play a performance live in front of you.
Yeah.
But what is different about this Hamilton play? Is it more
Well,
modern?
Yeah, I have never been one to appreciate the classical theatre.
So it appeals to the newer generation.
So when this play was written and delivered, it did try to bring a modern touch that the newer generation could relate to, or not only could relate to, but could find more enjoyment out of.
But it didn't just do that, did it? It went far and
It
beyond.
went
and
far and beyond that.
even those who
even
enjoyed the
those
classical enjoyed
enjoyed
this
the
as well.
classical play find this as
Which is
our
strange, right?
generational masterpiece that will be gone for hundreds of years.
There's usually a lot of resistance to change
There
of
normally
anything,
is.
especially when things are like plays and very artistic. So it's strange that there wasn't
Yeah.
much resistance to this.
When Lin-Manuel is interviewed, and he's always asked about how it started or how was the first reaction when he would tell people about what he wanted to do, he'll tell you in many interviews. You can see him say people would call him crazy. People thought he was stupid, and people would.
Wow,
Yeah, it's inspiring.
it's right.
It's it's a revolutionary. But something fascinating as well is that the play we got to see now, and the play that was made in our generation, 2015, it's gonna live on. It's said to most likely live on for hundreds of years in the future. So it's interesting to think about how this happened in the time we're living, but its legacy is gonna continue hundreds
see.
and hundreds of years.
So people are comparing it to the works of Shakespeare.
People are comparing it to the
likes.
works. I don't know if Shakespeare made. Yeah, did Shakespeare? He wrote plays.
I believe
right?
he did.
I think he did.
Yes.
Yeah, people are comparing it to those.
I believe
yeah.
the books that you read are essentially plays. So they're the screenwriting
Yeah.
of the plays.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so people are comparing it to that. To basically, the effect that it's going to have is similar to the effect of those. So
Yeah, and it is nice to see how we are writing history right now, and then
yeah, we got to see the original creator perform it.
yeah,
I mean, not live.
and we didn't, but our generation.
Our
did.
generation did.
And
yeah.
we might, right, if they sponsor us, right, Lin Manuel.
Lynn, you're invited.
Yes,
Love to have a chat with you.
but a short one, and no editing. Lin, we don't do that, unless it's one of the viewers.
Yeah, unless the viewer is willing.
Unless
to do
you
that.
ask for the viewers to do it.
Yeah, they'll definitely do it if you ask.
Yeah.
There's a big community around fanboying, fangirling. Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
You're not a
Lin.
fan?
No, I would not fan boy or girl for you. But at least I keep it 100, as
He
people
keeps
say.
it 100, as this generation would say.
Yeah. So like you wouldn't say 100. You'd actually say 100.
100? Keep it 100?
Yeah.
I've heard that around in the hood.
In the hood, which is where you live actually, right?
Yes.
The hood of Caroline
The
Springs.
hood of Caroline Springs.
So
The
where
crevices.
is Caroline Springs for all of our American viewers?
Caroline Springs, American viewers? Well, actually, American viewers don't know that there's areas outside America that exist. So
Alright, okay.
it's going to be hard to
like,
contextualize for them.
Let's not attack 80% of our fan base, please.
Sorry, guys. For those who don't know, yes, there is a place outside America. There is a world. It exists. And we live in...
Narnia.
No, not Narnia.
But that exists too, right?
So Caroline Springs is located in the fabulous city of Melbourne. Melbourne, Victoria. Not Victoria in the UK. Victoria in Australia.
There's also a Melbourne in the US.
There is a Melbourne in US.
So maybe
yes.
that's what they'll get confused with.
Most likely they
And
will.
they'll look for Caroline Springs there.
Most of them don't even know the geography in America. So.
Okay, you know what? This is just becoming a hate Americans podcast. I
You
mean,
know-
we can't have this. It's not okay.
I'm sorry.
Apologize to the viewers, not to me.
I'm very bad at apology videos.
I see. It looks like we have a special
It's
guest
like we have a
today.
special guest today coming on.
Please, come down.
Yeah, come down. Making a special appearance, guys. This is a once
I'm gonna give my mic my
in a
spot.
lifetime
Please come sit down.
opportunity.
We have a special. Come sit down. Yes.
Oh,
Come sit down, Omar. Wait, Amir was sitting. It's alright.
Okay.
It's alright. Put these headphones on.
تيترينج هون تحت جرب.
Oh, not tutoring, just kind of vibing. And add a bad
So-
mic.
come here, come closer. Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I mean,
Hello,
hi.
Father. So this is our special guest that we brought in here today to discuss the intricacies of the mathematical world. So, tell us, Mohammed.
Basically, the first thing I realized that most of the schools that they are running programs that are extremely very hard for the students. They rush the programs, and then the way they teach students, they just teach them how to learn mainly by heart. Mathematics doesn't work this way. They have to really know the rationale behind what they are doing. They have to really reason more. They have to really target more problem solving, in order to understand the concept.
And just to give the audience a bit more context, these opinions are coming from an individual who's been in the industry for over 30 years. Is that correct?
Over 30 years, that's right.
So he has his accreditation. His opinions are valid, as the youngins would say.
Yeah, and that's why that I practice this with my students, and I realized that the first thing now I'm doing, there's new techniques I realize very important. I advise most teachers to do, if there is a problem solving, let's them do brainstorming. For example, a graph, you tell them like, what can you see in this graph?
Yeah.
So describe for me this point, for example. They have to know that this point can be described as the point of intersection between two straight lines, or it could be now the point where the perpendicular. Just brainstorming so that they can really have a view of problem solving and then make it much easier for them to really work out.
Very interesting. I really enjoy the insight you bring onto the show. And I really do think it's important that it's the teachers that are able to deliver a good program for the kids. Because if our teachers can't comprehend or can't learn how to teach, then what can we expect from the students?
Exactly.
The
I
whole
agree.
reason a tutoring culture even exists in the first place is to accommodate for those students who don't have teachers that are able to
I
teach
really
the
agree
proper
with you.
way.
I
Yeah.
agree. All right, I
It's
have to go
saddening.
because I have a tuition and I've got only 5 minutes break. So
Right.
it was very nice talking to you.
Hey.
And
We'd love to see you here
Thank you
more.
very much. Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Take care and good luck.
Thank you very much. That's Muhammad Alam, everyone. Final goodbye. Always honored to have him on the show. And that's it, guys, for today. We will see you next time on our podcast called... Cut it. Nice. We haven't chosen a name yet. We'll edit that in post.